and this is Delusional
as fuck. Welcome back. Welcome back, bitches. That's what I feel like saying, but are we close enough with them yet?
Yeah.
Okay. Welcome back, bitches.
Absolutely. How's it going?
It's going good. I'm in a very good mood today. I'm back on my energy drink shit. Maybe that's why, the Celsius. But I'm not having them daily like I used to. But on the days that I feel like I would benefit from them, or when I feel like I need to get a lot of stuff done, they have been doing me good.
I'm sure they come in handy for when you need the extra boost, but you already know that I can't.
Yeah.
I don't know if the people know this, but I'm sensitive.
Caffeine sensitive, as some people are.
Yeah. Honestly, sensitive to everything at this point, but sensitive. Category sensitive. It's fine.
Yeah, you're a sensitive human, for sure.
Yeah.
It's a good thing. You're sensy. It's okay. How are you?
I'm good. It was leg day, so always a good day or a bad day. I don't know.
Good day.
It depends. It's a good day, but it's the most painful day.
Yeah, leg days are good days, though. It feels the most rewarding.
Mm-hmm. I have to agree. And it's also, yeah, because then you can see the glute pump.
Mm-hmm.
Instant gratification. I love that. How about you? What's new?
I have a lot of things that are new. We were talking before this, and I have quite a bit of updates, but we'll try to make it fast because we have a good episode in store, and I feel like we're going to want to talk a lot. So let's try to get these updates out of the way. My first is I made my vision board.
Yeah, you did show me.
Yes, I did show Natalie already. Well, I can't even show you guys. But I made my vision board, as I said I was going to do. And I have two thoughts. The first is I don't know how people do like vision boarding parties. Well, probably because people are less like anal than I am. And I did my vision boarding night by myself, and I like had wine. I was playing really cheesy like rom-coms in the back. Why did it take me literal hours? I was happy the whole time, but like I was working very slowly and being very specific and particular. And I was just thinking, like, if I was doing this in a group setting and there was a designated time, I think I would have been stressed out.
Well, in the future, you can just host it at your house. So when everyone is done and they leave, you can like continue.
I know, but then like when people finish and then I'm still going, I'm like, oh, I need to finish. It stresses me out. But I mean, maybe I'll try one year with someone.
I think it's a cute idea, but I also think they're kind of personal.
Yeah, I really enjoyed having it be something that I did by myself. Like I feel like I was able to be a lot more introspective because I mean, when you're in a social setting, you're with a group of girls, it just inevitably is a chatty ordeal. And so I think I enjoyed it. I wouldn't be opposed to doing it in a group because that also sounds fun. And you can also like get ideas from other people and stuff. But yeah, that was my overall review. But it was really fun. I really enjoyed doing it. Oh, my second thought on the vision board is I'm so glad that I was stubborn and I waited until I had a printer because I needed to print more pictures like midway because I either thought of new things. Also, I didn't have enough pictures printed initially to like fill the whole board up. So I needed to print more. And I was like, oh my God, if I had not had a printer yet and I had gone to FedEx or whatever to print my images before, and then it's like 1 a.m, I would be so irritated if I had to stop and like restart the next day because I had to print more pictures somewhere else. So I'm glad that I was able to get that. You want to share an update?
I finally updated my phone.
Oh, good.
I think I'm like 6 months late. Like, when did that update come?
Oh,
the one with
a long
the turquoise
time ago.
heart.
I was going to say the blue heart.
Yeah.
That was like a while ago.
Yeah. Every time I update my phone, something fucking breaks or it just stops working as well, or like there's something like starts glitching, and so I just decided I was not going to update them anymore. But then I got my new laptop. I talk about my new laptop every fucking episode. I swear to God, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, but just the freeform thing, I'm like, oh, I can get that on my phone. That's kind of cool.
Yes,
but I don't know. I just got so used to seeing all the blue box or the square boxes.
Yeah, you're funny. I forgot that you hadn't updated yours, and I probably sent you so many squares.
You know, the squares are kind of like a mystery. Like I kind of get to
You're
guess.
like,
I'm like,
what's
is
the
this like the
vibe?
angel wing or is it the pink heart or the blue heart? Like who fucking knows? You know what I mean?
Well, I'm glad you finally updated it. I already know though that you'll probably use a lot of those new emojis because I know you like a cute emoji. So I'm surprised that you didn't
I
update
do.
it just for the sake of all of those cute new emojis.
I know. It makes no sense. I'm literally obsessed with emojis, but I just like my usual squad of emojis, but I was going to say the phone is so different. I didn't know that it changed so much of like the
Oh, the
layout,
interface. I
the
forgot that even
interface.
happened.
I was so surprised. I was like, wait, this is like a completely different look.
Oh, like the calling
The calling, oh my god,
and
I didn't know.
FaceTime.
I haven't FaceTimed on it.
Yeah. I forgot that it all changed because it's been a while, but yeah, I remember that being kind of weird at first. Well, I'm glad you're finally up to date on everything.
Thank you. Thank you.
Here she is. Okay. I have 2 more updates and then we have one update that's like a together update. Okay, my quick one is I'm in my crock pot cooking era.
Please share all the recipes. Even though I don't have a crock pot, but I have an Instant Pot.
Oh yeah, that's like the same thing.
Okay.
But we made chili a couple weeks ago, and this past week I made chicken dumpling soup. It was so good.
Was it good?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And I ate it for leftovers the past 2 days for lunch. And I love leftovers. I really do.
Mm-hmm. Me too.
Because I love having a good meal that you don't have to actually put in the effort for because you already did it.
The best kind of food. Leftovers.
Yes.
I love leftovers. I think food tastes better oftentimes the next day, depending on what it is.
Yes, the dumpling soup tasted so much better the next day.
Really?
Yeah, all of the like
I wouldn't have guessed
flavors
it.
were just marinated in.
Mm.
Okay. One more of my updates before we talk about what we're going to talk about next. We're going to have to make this fast. I'm finding success with Bumble BFF. I already have 2 dates. 2 friend dates. Yeah. One this weekend. Well, they're being set up, but it's sounding promising. One this weekend and one next weekend.
I mean, amazing. Like I think we should do a whole episode about that if even.
Oh, yes, because now I feel like I have some good tips on what's been helping me find a little bit more success. People of the pod, I've been on Bumble BFF for the past couple of years, and I had a little bit of success a couple years ago when I first got on, but as like my life things happened, it was just kind of hard to maintain some of those friendships with like me being gone all last year. So one of my goals and my intentions for this year was to put more effort into finding and making some girlfriends out here. And here we are, January, and it's already happening. And these feel honestly very promising, even though I haven't met these girls yet. Like one of the girls that I'm hanging out with next weekend, she went to Long Beach State, our alma mater. She also is a project manager, but for a tech company, but we have like the same title. And she's also into yoga. And we're going to a yoga class next Saturday.
Oh, that's perfect.
Yes.
I swear to God, if Bumble BFF isn't our first sponsor.
I know.
Honestly, they might. Because
up.
the marketing girlies used to do sponsorships and stuff with them. So.
Oh, yeah. I forgot.
Or whatever. What are those things called where you would.
Brand ambassadors.
Brand ambassadors.
Campus brand ambassadors.
Throwback Thursday.
I forgot about that. Well, updates to come on my friend dates, but did you have any others before we wanted to talk about our social detox?
I was just going to ask you how this social media detox is going.
It's going good for me.
Me too. Although I'm not perfect.
It's fine. As long as you're feeling better. But it's been going good for me. For me, the reason that I decided to do the detox, ours were like for different reasons, I feel. But mine wasn't because like social media was making me feel any negative feelings, but it was just very time consuming and I was very addicted. That was like the problem that I was having and the reason why I decided ultimately to do the social media detox. And when I tell you, I have so much time in the day. I've been getting so much stuff done and I've already almost read 2 full books.
Oh my gosh. I have to agree. I it feels amazing to not be so reliant on social media. Like social media used to be like my first go-to kind of situation.
Like if you're bored or something, huh?
Yeah, like just pick it up and just scroll. But I've kind of stopped that, and I've kind of reprogrammed my brain at this point to not do that. Because, or even if I do it like just by habit, I'm like, wait, I'm doing this thing. Like, you know, I hold myself accountable. So, and it feels so good. Genuinely, I do feel a lot better not being on there. Although I still have to go on there because of work. And then when I find myself going on there to like post a reel or something, then I kind of can get like caught up in it. And then I find myself not feeling as good again. So I'm like, okay, I need to continue this. I think it needs to be more of a lifestyle change than just a 30-day thing. So, yeah.
I will want to get back on social media. I don't know when yet. And yeah, I've just been liking the time that I've been spending on other things. I've really been in my bookworm era, like I said, and also something that I have been doing on my phone when I do kind of want to like be on a device for some reason, just because I do have that urge, is there's this game that my sister introduced me to last year on my phone, and we would play it a lot, like when we were just, I don't know, doing nothing at our grandparents when we were there a lot last year. But I call it like a brain break because it's kind of like a puzzle game, and I'll play that when I want to be on my phone, but it's also like working my mind in a way. So yeah, it's kind of beneficial.
I love 2024. Is that the?
Oh yeah, I have that game too.
Or is it a different number? I don't know.
Hold on, it's like 20. Is it 2028? 2048.
Oh,
2048. That is I love playing that. Like,
love it
on the plane and stuff like that.
The first time I ever got to 2048 was on a plane.
I never even got to it yet. No, that's a really good game. This other game that I play is called Block Puzzle.
I've never heard of her.
I like it a lot. 10 out of 10 recommend. Everyone go get Block Puzzle if you want like a mindless. Well, it's like, it feels mindless, but also it's like exercising your brain as well. But
I need something like that.
Yeah. I've been liking that.
Love that for you. I think it's important when you're getting off social media to have something else to do on your phone that's not as toxic, I guess. But you have to have something to do when you're on the toilet.
Yeah. Honestly, you got me.
I mean, not you specifically,
no,
but just people.
Block Puzzle has replaced TikTok for me.
Right? Like the TikTok poops, like
yeah.
The TikTok poops. Really?
Try to swap it out for Block Puzzle. Anyways, we've gone too far. We've given a lot of updates, so I'll save my book updates for next week.
Shay.
Because I'll be done with the second book by next week.
Fine.
Because we're already so far in. I finished The Midnight Library, just to leave you guys on a cliffhanger. I finished The Midnight Library, and have like an inch of pages left in The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. And I'm dying. I'm going to probably finish it like tomorrow.
They're both good, huh?
Yeah, we'll dive into that more next week.
Fine. I want to hear so bad, but I'll be patient.
Well, should we get into it?
Yes. Today we are going to be talking about the quarter life glow up, which I think is a phase that we're both in right now. I know I'm in it, at least. We are also going to be talking just a little bit about confidence, self-confidence, and we're also going to give you advice. We have a ton of beauty tips kind of lined up, so we will be rapid firing those at the end. So you have to stay tuned. I know I referenced this in the last episode, but I do believe I got a little bit of a case of the COVID uglies. And I say this as a joke, okay? This is totally a joke, but I do feel like pre-COVID, I was in my little hottie era, I will say. I was in college. If you would have asked me back then if you thought that I was in my hot era, I probably would have been like, no, I'm so ugly, blah, blah, blah. But looking back now, I'm like, okay, I was really cute. And after COVID, or when COVID happened, I really did take the time to kind of like go inward a little bit. And some examples that I had of what I feel like I completely kind of cut out was, well, for the first time in a long time, I stopped calorie counting, which is a big thing.
Yeah.
I stopped working out so much because the gyms weren't open, and I used to work out religiously, so I stopped that. and I stopped using heat on my hair. Like my hair was always just like in a braid. So I feel like I changed like a lot of things and I went more inward.
Mm-hmm.
But externally, you know, the external is also important. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, honestly, I can relate a lot because that happened to me too around the time that I finished college. Yeah, I got out of college and I was, even though, like you said, looking back, I'm like, I was so cute. But at the time, I was very insecure. And my grand idea that I had to combat this insecurity was to literally strip down everything that I did, like my whole maintenance routine, my whole beauty routine to the absolute like bare minimum and try to find that confidence from within. So for me, that looked like not doing my makeup nearly as much, trying to go out of the house without makeup more frequently because I literally used to not even be able to leave the house without putting makeup on, trying to not do my hair as much. So like you were saying, like just doing the braid. Also for context, Natalie and I do not have naturally straight or naturally super curly and bouncy hair. Or it's like somewhere in the middle. So I feel like we both prefer to style our hair. So I just needed to add that note in there to why that's like such a big decision for us to make to not style our hair. So yeah, a lot of those things I was just trying not to focus so much on my physical appearance and really try to find that confidence from within. And I think we both got to that place. But yeah, I got to a point where I was like, okay, I need to add a little bit more like maintenance into my routine because now that I know that I can find that confidence from within, I'm like, I can add to this even more. Like, let's add on. Now we can focus a little bit on the physical without me feeling like I need it, you know?
Yeah, I relate to that a lot. And well, I will also add that my hair is absolutely insane when it's not styled. Like it really is poofy, but like again, I was trying to do the same exact thing, like with the confidence from within. And that was also, I think, when I stopped wearing like fake eyelashes. Like I didn't want the latex glue on me anymore. Like I really like cut, right?
Yes, because we were both like fake lash girlies.
Oh, I was addicted.
I went through wearing strip lashes every day. Then I had lash extensions for a period of time, back to strip lashes every day, like to school and everything. Everywhere to work. When I worked at a fucking ice cream shop, like I was getting ready.
Yeah. I can totally relate. And then when COVID happened, and also I moved in with Brandon at this time, so I think it kind of like overlapped as well because things were different for sure. Like I lived alone for about like 6 months before COVID hit, and then I moved back with my mom, and then I moved in with Brandon. So there were so many changes, and like I don't know, I feel like I was out of control. I didn't have as much like control over like the things that I had control over, like as far as like my eating and like my workout and whatever. Like it wasn't like that anymore during the pandemic and during like the quarantine period especially. So I went inward. And, you know, I think going inward in the inner work is a never ending journey. Like I am definitely still not where I want to be at all. And like, I don't know if I ever will be. I think it's just like a never ending thing. But I definitely like, that's when I started to be magnetic and I started meditating. And well, I had meditated before, but I got more into it. And then I did start to be magnetic for the first time, which I love and highly recommend. And I healed from a lot of stuff. And here we are now. Ugly. Just kidding. I'm just kidding. We're both not ugly, okay? I'm saying this so Shay is gorgeous. But
you're also gorgeous.
Thank you.
Yeah. I think we all experience feelings like that. Like as women. Unfortunately, it's just a thing that we experience. And going back to what you were saying about the inner work being like a continuous learning that you're going to have to keep working on throughout your whole life. I feel like that ties into one of the things that we were talking about before when we were like preparing for this episode is that our bodies continue to change so much as we get older. And I think especially that time period after college is a big change. I feel like in your adolescence, obviously you go through puberty and you change into a more quote unquote womanly body. Like you get boobs or whatever, get your period and other things start changing. But then I think after college, your body begins to look even more womanly. And I feel like we all think that like whatever we are at when we're in our early 20s, like that's what it's going to be. But no, then like something starts happening around 25, I think, where your body starts changing again. Your hips start getting a little wider. You start carrying a little bit more weight. And again, this is just like generalizing. Obviously, everyone's body is different, but it can be very shocking and jarring.
It is. It definitely is. My body has changed a lot. Lately, it's kind of been bothering me. Like my face has changed so much. Like it's so much rounder. I feel like more plump.
I feel that.
And it's kind of been bothering me. Full transparency. Like I'll look back on old photos and I'll compare, which is really toxic and needs to stop. But it's a very weird thing to compare yourself to yourself.
To your younger self.
Right.
Yeah.
But I'm just like, oh, my jawline used to be like a little bit more defined and like my cheeks are so fluffy. And like, I don't really know if it's because I've gained weight or because
this is just how your face is turning to look. Yeah. That's funny that you say that. I mean, not funny that you're feeling that, but I have been feeling the same exact way about the roundness in my face. I told you, remember when I was going to Canada? Well, when I was coming back, this is like a very vivid memory. I was in the bathroom at the Canadian airport and I was looking at myself. I was like, my face looks so round right now. Like, I feel like my face looks like a sphere.
Yeah, no, I tell Brandon, I'm like, my face looks like the moon.
I literally was searching in the Canadian airport bathroom how to know if you have moon face, like the condition.
It's like a hormonal triggered thing.
Yeah, and I was like, do I have moon face?
I've been wondering that too. I'm like, my face is so different. It's so round. It's so plump. And I mean, in full transparency, I don't like it. So I don't know what to do, but we're trying things. So we'll see. But
yeah, honestly, at this point, I'm like, do I need to go to a naturopath and get my hormones checked just to get confirmation? Like I think I just need to know, like, is this due to some other factor or is this just how my face looks now? Because if this is just how my face looks now, I just need to work on accepting that. But if there's actually something else going on where I can potentially change it, I will opt for that option if I'm being fully honest.
No, I feel that. I mean, there's multiple reasons why I wanted to get off birth control, but that was one of them because I'm like, it might be changing my face. I don't know for sure, but it's a full possibility. So, but yeah, this and something that I've been thinking to go along with this is like the idea of like temporary versus permanent confidence. Cause I think the confidence from within is the permanent confidence. Like that is the confidence that like will not leave you when you're good and you're solid within. But the external stuff, that is the stuff that's tough. And I will also have to credit Brandon for this because when I was discussing this kind of topic with him, he kind of brought up that temporary confidence term. And I was like, that is very fucking true.
Sometimes Brandon and Zach spit facts.
Yeah. There definitely are other hows because they help us see the other side to things. But I don't know. I think the permanent confidence, and that's like what I still need, clearly. Like, you know, I'm out here kind of talking shit on myself a little bit, but the temporary confidence is still a part of like an important part of life, an important part of existing. And like this, especially with being a woman, it's more of like this underlying theme in life.
Yeah.
Like I always joke, like Shay has pretty privilege because she's always like getting free shit when she goes out. Like there's just, you know what I mean?
I credit it more to my aura more than how I look. I feel like it's an aura.
You do have a great aura. Absolutely.
Nevertheless, I accept the compliment when given.
You're welcome. But yeah, true confidence does come from within. And something that I've remind myself about a lot is that some of the most beautiful women on this planet feel ugly.
Yeah.
And hate themselves, honestly. And they go through struggles with their relationships and in life. And like, I just have to always remind myself, like beauty, like external beauty and like all the temporary things that we can do to like make ourselves feel good are like not really the answer. Because if it was the answer, then like all those beautiful fucking women like would not have been cheated on or had their heart broken or like whatever. You know what I mean?
Word to Evelyn Hugo.
Oh, Evelyn.
Poor Evelyn.
Poor Evelyn. I don't know where you are in the book, but
I know we can't talk about it more right now, but she's top of mind for me right now.
Mm-hmm.
I like that idea of like reflecting on things that you feel would bring you like permanent confidence or help you achieve that versus temporary confidence. Temporary confidence, I feel like compliments you feed off of temporarily, and beauty standards that you've been able to achieve or that you fit, at least speaking for myself, when there is a certain feature of mine or something that fits the desired beauty standard at the time, that is very validating for me, unfortunately.
Mm-hmm.
And also the external validation from others. This I have always struggled with. Well, I'd say since my adolescence, because I hate like sharing these experiences because I feel like it might sound like, I don't know, obnoxious or narcissistic. I don't know. I'm just going to share. A lot of people always would compliment like my stomach, how toned my stomach was since I was like a teenager. And when I was on like cheer, a lot of the girls would be like, oh my God, your stomach is just like so nice. It's like so flat. And then I got older and my stomach started growing in different ways. And I always had this certain idea that like my toned stomach brought more value and like more beauty to me. And that if I lose that, like that, I'm not going to be beautiful anymore, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like hearing the same thing over and over again from people about a certain feature, it could be like murky waters because it's supposed to be something nice, but at the same time it became something that was like so ingrained in my head that that's where my value lied in specific features of mine that can be changed, like versus complimenting somebody's eyes. Like someone's eyes are always going to look like their eyes, but a woman's body especially is not always going to look the same. It's going to look different throughout different phases of her life. And I think a lot of teenage girls, I would imagine, grow up getting complimented on certain features of theirs. And then when they start aging and their bodies start changing and that thing doesn't look how it used to look when they were like 16, it can be alarming. And I don't know. I feel like it's gotten to my head a lot.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I don't think that's obnoxious or narcissistic at all. I think that's so relatable and so many girls can relate to that because it's like it can become easy to wrap up your whole self-worth in something that people seem to idolize that gets
That's
you
the word I was looking for.
Yeah,
self-worth. Yeah,
that gets you whatever it is you want, the attention or the boy or whatever. It's like then you're like, oh my God, I need to keep this thing, like this is my like lifeline, like
yes.
And it's sad, it's so horrible that we as women feel that way. And it brings me to like a different thought too, which is like I try not to compliment people that much these days on aesthetic things, like, oh, your body looks great. Like I try not to, like, I really do try not to give like the compliments, not because I don't think that their body looks great, but because you just never really know like what that person's going through with whatever it is, you know. I just try to be like, oh, you're so beautiful, like all over. Like I try not to give like very specific pointed compliments depending on like what it is. It's like if it's an outfit or something, of course it's fine, or like, oh, I love how you styled your hair or whatever,
or just like overall like, oh, you look so beautiful, like
right.
I feel like those are all safe, but like saying like, oh my God, like your legs look great, even though that is such a good compliment, again, you just never know what someone's going through. And as someone who like experienced a history of like disordered eating and over exercising and things like that, hearing certain compliments like when you're getting smaller and if you're complimenting someone who is getting smaller, it kind of is encouraging. Like, I don't know, as someone that's been in that position, I'm like, oh, let me keep going, let me keep doing this. And you don't necessarily know like what they're doing to get themselves to look like that, and it might not always be being done in a healthy way, which is where it gets like, you know, tricky.
Right, exactly. Like it's murky, or like God forbid like you tell someone, oh my God, you look so skinny, what are you doing? And it's like they're sick or something, you know what I mean? Like I'm always like, I will worry about that a little bit, but at the same time, like I am also out here working on my fitness, and like if someone says, wow, you look great, like I would totally take the compliment, but also I hope I don't need that compliment, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
yeah, it's like your favorite word, it's convoluted.
It is convoluted, that's for sure.
I have a question for you. What is something that surprised you about your body as you got older? I can answer first if...
Yeah, you answer first.
Mine was that acne doesn't go away after you're done being a teenager. What do you mean? That was like a rude awakening for me, and I was very upset.
That is, yeah, acne is a tough one. Acne is scaring the shit out of me right now.
It's so upsetting. Like, I thought that only teenagers got acne. Like, when I was younger, I thought that. And I thought, when I'm done, when I get older, like, it's going to be gone magically.
Unfortunately, no. Unfortunately, no. Acne is... I'm very scared of acne right now as I'm coming off the pill.
Oh, yeah,
It's like spooking the fuck out of me. But, you know, I'm trying to find like very relatable influencers. One of them was Alex Earl. I watched her podcast episode about acne, and it was very eye-opening because she's stunning, fucking so gorgeous. But I did not know that she had like the severity, the acne that's like as severe
like
as it is.
Acne, yeah.
It's really cystic. She's been on Accutane like 4 times. But again, it's a reminder that even the most beautiful women on the planet have acne. And like, we are not alone. We're not the only ones. And something that I struggle with really bad is comparing myself.
Yeah.
And well, I'm not going to switch the fucking topic because I didn't answer your question. Well, I already mentioned like my face getting plump. I was not expecting that.
Yeah, me neither. I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah. Also, gaining weight. Don't love it. But I think it is just such a natural part of life, especially as we're getting older. Like, I think my digestive system is completely different. Like,
the metabolism,
my hormones, like my feelings, my emotions, like how I get towards my period, like all of that is definitely changing. And I was not expecting it because I had never heard of even the term second puberty, which apparently is a thing.
Yeah, the face change has been jarring because I always had a very round face. And then in high school, I was always like, I'm going to lose like the baby fat in my face. Like, it's going to be soon. And then I did lose it. And then when my face started getting rounder again, I felt so betrayed. It's like, yeah, all this for what? It was like a teaser.
Yeah, it's like, you know, I'm confused about it because I actually did look at some old photos from when I was a kid, and I used to be a chubby little kid. And
we were both chubby kids.
Bill's character. My face was like rounder, and then I was looking in the mirror and I was like, wait, I have the same face.
Yeah.
I'm that same fucking little girl. You know what I mean? Like, it's so weird to be like, my face is round just like it was when I was like a little girl, and like, I would never talk shit on that little girl.
Yeah.
Another reminder. And I do actually have a baby photo of myself that I keep to remind myself that every time I say something mean, I'm saying something mean literally about that cute little girl.
Sometimes when I'm saying mean things to myself in my head, I picture little me talking to me and saying that's not nice.
Oh my God. Oh, here's my picture. I actually too was the cutest baby. I know everybody says this, but look.
You're pretty cute.
So fucking cute.
I was a really cute baby. You guys need to know that I had my pageant days. I was in baby pageants and I won some.
Oh.
One was Champion Chubby. I literally have a trophy. It says Champion Chubby 98. I swear to God. Or 97.
You have to have that on display, dude. That's iconic.
Yeah.
We would have slayed the pageants together, I'm sure. And switching gears, something that I'm very bad at is comparing myself. Honestly, as a girl who grew up on YouTube, I don't even remember when was the last time I wasn't comparing myself to somebody, which sucks because I feel like I know not all women do this, but I feel like I just struggle and like I can't help sometimes not comparing myself. And it's a tough one because if you're comparing yourself, you will literally never be good enough ever, especially if you're comparing yourself to like influencers or something like on Instagram. Like it's not productive. And my goal really is to own my own unique beauty going forward.
Yeah.
Especially as I get older, I I feel like I have very unique beauty, and my favorite kind of beauty is unique, if that even makes sense to anybody out there, but like it makes sense in my brain. Like I think unique features are gorgeous. Like I love a unique face, and I feel like I'm just trying to have that same energy towards myself kind of going forward. So yeah.
I like that. And I've been trying to focus on that too, because my toxic trait is, this is my deepest, darkest secret. I've always wanted to straight up look like a model. I don't know why I think it's attainable. Like in my head, it is attainable, and that's what we're working towards every day.
Dude, the Victoria's Secret fashion show, that is like, I stopped watching it, I think, at one point. I used to watch it.
I loved it.
And then, do you feel like crap after though? Because I do.
No, I never did, and not in a like I'm better than you kind of way, but I don't know. I never did. That's just not something that really affected me super greatly.
Mm-hmm.
But I did think like I could look like that. Like I never doubted for some reason. Like I'm crazy.
They just look so good.
I know. I'm
the
like
tan?
that's attainable. That's my problem. I don't look at girls that look like that and think, oh, I could never look like that. I look at them and I think, that's what I want to look like, and I will look like that, but I'm not going to look like that, which is fine.
I've done that too. I get inspired, you know, when I see a beautiful person, I'm just like,
that
I'm
can
gonna do
be
my hair
me.
like that. What?
That can be me.
That can be me. Like, how is Bella Hadid real?
Yeah, and I will also say, like, I think a lot of people would argue, oh, people look different in person. You know who I've met in person? Zendaya. You know who looks exactly the same in person? Zendaya.
If anyone's going to look the same in person, it will be Zendaya.
Exactly the same.
Yeah.
Gorgeous, perfect, beautiful.
And she doesn't try, and I also feel like, I don't know, I don't think she's had any work. Yeah.
That's just how she looks.
That's
like,
her natural face.
Some people are just born like that.
Mm-hmm.
With the Hollywood look, you know?
Mm. But I also would say she has kind of unique features. Like she doesn't look like everybody else, which I fucking love.
Yeah. But yeah, I like what you said about like being intentional about trying to appreciate your unique features. That's something that I really try very hard to do, but it can be hard.
It's very, very hard.
It's a journey.
Yeah. Should we transfer over to our beauty tips?
Yes.
Cool.
I'm ready for these.
Kick us off.
We wanted to talk about some beauty tips that we had, but we didn't want that to be like the whole core of the episode, you know? We have a few that we're going to rapid fire. My first one is having little washcloths that you use to dry your face. You use a different one every day. So you're never drying your face with a dirty towel. This is key.
Yeah. You told me that the other day, and funny enough, I swear I got like a pack of like microfiber cute cloths for Christmas, and I had no idea what to do with them. They were sitting in my closet, and when you told me that, I started doing it.
Yes.
Influenced immediately.
Honestly, I think it has helped so much, and I literally just there's like a pack that's like $3 from Target, I think, and I literally just use washcloths. I didn't get like full-on hand towels. They're tiny, just to dry my face, and I feel like that has helped me a lot personally with my acne on my face.
I am gonna try it because that makes sense, because the body towel is kind of, it goes places.
The body towel is a sin to me now. It didn't used to be, but now I'm like, I do not want to put any of these towels on my face. And like my body towel too, I will admit, if I'm washing my hands in my bathroom, the one that I shower in, I'll dry my hands on there like just daily, you know?
I do it all the time.
So going on your body, fine, but going on the face, illegal in my opinion now.
You know what goes hand in hand with that is changing out the pillowcase.
Yes.
Once a week, if you can change out your pillowcase, it will make a difference. When I first started doing this, I was absolutely shocked at the results.
And here's another one. This is all on the same spectrum here. Okay, everyone talks about wearing a bonnet to help with your hair, but this is something that I watched this girl's video and I had never thought of it, but she said that it helped her acne. Because if you think about it, all of the girlies now are trying to only wash their hair like 2 times a week. If you're only washing your hair 2 times a week, think of how dirty your hair actually is. Like, especially if you go to the gym, if you go outside a lot, your hair is dirty. And every night, even if you're sleeping with a clean pillowcase, I told my friend this the other day and she was terrified. She's like, I need to get a bonnet immediately. But you're on like day 4 hair. You have dry shampoo that you've put in the past 2 days. You might have a little bit of hairspray or something, hair oils, and also dirt because you did abs at the gym on the floor. And now you're sleeping on your clean pillowcase with the illusion that you're sleeping somewhere clean, but your hair is the dirtiest thing on you right now. And it's rubbing against your face all night.
Mm-hmm. That is scary. And even if your hair is clean, if you have products, oils in your hair, that can also cause breakouts on your face.
Yeah, even if they're products that are good for your hair, you're so right. Like they can just not agree with your particular skin on your face.
Yeah, a lot of products, a conditioner, anything that's kind of like oily,
pore clogging
is pore clogging. And that's why when I put my conditioner in my hair, I always tie my hair up, because when I started doing that,
yes,
the back knee got a lot better.
My back knee is so bad. I almost cry about it every week.
Oh no. Has it helped to put your hair up or no?
It helps, but I also have to use like so many products. I like use Panoxyl on my back. Oh, something that has helped though. I use Panoxyl on my back, and then I do the Naturium body wash. And then Versed has this like body acne spray. It's helped a lot, but I still like, I'll get breakouts every so often, but it'll be like everywhere, and then I'll be fine for like a month, and then it'll just be all over the place. So that's fun. Anyways, we've digressed. What's another one that you have?
Well, going along with the acne one that I am currently doing, like literally in this moment, is spearmint tea. Spearmint specifically though. Have you tried it?
Yeah, I have it, and I was on my shit for like a couple weeks, and then I fell off.
Does it work?
I didn't use it long enough. Like I believe that you have to maybe go through like a pack or 2 of anything before you can, say what the results were for sure.
Yeah, I think it depends on what it is, but usually if you're like consuming it like this, like I'm hoping it'll work, but I'm literally on day 3 of just drinking spearmint tea. But I love it in general because for digestion, I cannot talk today, but anyways, digestion, I think it's good overall, right? So, but I'm hoping that this will be good for my face. Also, omega-3 fish oils. Have you tried?
I was going to say nourishing foods, specifically omega-3s, fatty acids. But yeah, I focus on that, but I don't take the supplement. I like try to eat a lot of foods that have them, like salmon, avocado. I have avocado like almost every day, chia seeds and smoothies and stuff like that. But whichever route you take, I think just adding in those omega-3s is so beneficial. Along
with that fatty food situation, coconut smoothies, specifically the coconut smoothie from Trader Joe's. I will literally save them for days when I feel like my skin is dry, because I drink them, and I swear sometimes I don't even really crave them, but I'm just like, my skin is so dry, I'm going to drink this, and I swear it helps. Like, I don't know, maybe it's a placebo thing, but because it has the coconut pulp and it has the water blended in, and it tastes really like, it tastes like the oil kind of. It has a really strong flavor, but I feel like that helps a lot with dry skin.
I need to maybe try that out. Yeah, I wrote on this list actually beauty foods, and I feel like we already elaborated on that. Ooh, okay. I have 2 on the topic of hair. I know we already kind of talked about hair, but my first is wash your hair when it feels dirty. Just wash your hair when it feels dirty. Like, fuck the routine. If you get to day 2 or day 3 and your hair feels dirty, but your goal was day 4, fuck it. Wash your hair. You will feel so much more confident and better about yourself rather than walking around like a greasy little rat. Like, just wash your fucking hair. Who cares about the routine that everyone else is doing? It's gonna be different depending on like where your hormones are at that time. I know, like, I think around my period or something, or like before, my hair will get greasier faster, and I'm like, okay, I just need to wash my hair more frequently during this time of the month. Or like sometimes my hair can go longer, but just wash your hair when it feels dirty, and I promise you will feel so much more confident that day rather than walking around like a greasy rat. My second one, this one helps extend your hair wash. So if you're also finding that your hair is getting greasy faster, this is something that you need to try. You need to wash your hairbrush routinely.
Oh, yeah. I've done it.
You need to wash your hairbrush because the more that not saying like wash it every day, but wash it, I don't know, maybe like every other week. Because if you think about it, all of the products that you're putting in your hair, every time you brush your hair, you're spreading it through, the brush is picking up the product. And then you have clean hair, you're brushing it with that same brush that has all the product. And you're like, why are my roots getting oily? Well, you're spreading product that is not supposed to be even going on your roots to your roots. So wash that brush.
I second that one. And that one is like a really annoying task, but it's worth it. It's up there with like cleaning your makeup sponge and your makeup brushes.
Yeah.
Annoying, but worth it.
I feel like people don't think about the brush though. I was telling one of my friends that, and she was like, why have I never like thought, like she takes the hair out, but she's like, I've never thought to like clean my brush. This is what you do.
Soak it with soap and water.
I put hot water in like a big bowl to where the brush can soak, and I put baking soda and white vinegar, and then I let it soak, and then I have a toothbrush that's specifically to like scrub between the bristles, and then I rinse it, and then that's the hairbrush washing routine.
Yeah, I'll usually do a little bit of dish soap and then just kind of let it sit in the soapy water and then kind of clean it off. But yeah, also, well, I have some stuff for hair. One of them is getting a haircut, of course.
Oh, yes.
If you have split ends, even though I know you love your length and I know that you want really long hair, not you specifically, Shay, just the people.
No, I am seconding this.
Yeah, you have to get the split ends off. And I was talking about this with my hairstylist when I was getting my hair cut, because my hair was so long, but my ends were really starting to get dry. Like the last maybe 1.5 inches, 2 inches was just dry, and it had to go.
Yeah, you just have to get rid of it. And
then she cut it off and she gave me my haircut, and I was like, oh my God, my hair looks prettier. Yes. Even though it's shorter, it looks better. Yes. And we were talking about that and how some people, they just want their length, but
it looks crusty.
It looks a little bit crusty. And when you get just the couple inches of the ends that are dead off, it transforms your hair.
Yes. Also, if you're trying to grow your hair out, you need to get it trimmed consistently. I go every 3 to 4 months, and I feel like it has helped with my hair growth so much.
Yes. And speaking of hair growth, my hair has been growing crazy, and this is not like a normal thing for me. I used to not even have to shave very often because my hair would not grow. I used to get my eyebrows threaded like once every 6 months because I didn't have to. And one of the things that I've been doing is taking a high quality multivitamin, one that has all the B vitamins plus biotin. If it's in there, I think it'll make your hair grow, because that is what has been happening to me. The hairstylist was so shocked. She was like, you have a shit ton of baby hairs, and it's not damaged, because I'm always worried it's damaged hair, but she said it's definitely baby hairs and they are everywhere. So my hair is growing very fast.
I was noticing some baby hairs coming in on me too that I never had before. And remember, I've been doing the hair oiling and also the bonnet and also the Brazil nuts. And also I take like a hair, skin, and nail supplement too. And it genuinely annoying that I have to go through all of those lengths, because some people just have beautiful, luscious, fast growing hair naturally. But I did need all of those things if that's what I wanted to get. And now I'm seeing growth too. Like I'll try to slick my hair and I'll see like little hairs standing up, and I've never had that. And I know it's not damaged. Like I just know. So these things do help. Unfortunately, I hate to break it to you, they help.
Yeah, they do help. I'm in my supplement era, but I'm not a doctor. So
do your own research.
Consult your doctor. I don't know.
Yes. Okay. One that I have that I really haven't heard too many people talk about this is, if you are somebody that experiences redness in your eyes, eye drops, specifically Lumify, and also consult your own ophthalmologist. But optometrist, they're like the same thing, right? My eye doctor, she confirmed that Lumify, like that is what she recommends if you suffer with redness that's like not due to something else. Like I just have redness in my like whites of my eyes frequently, and so every morning when I get ready, like after I brush my teeth, I put in my Lumify eye drops. And when the whites of your eyes are like bright and white, you just like look so much more awake and healthier. And yeah, it's part of my everyday beauty routine.
I feel like with celebrities, I will notice like they have white eyes and they look really good, but I've never tried it. So I don't know. Maybe I should try that.
Yeah, I personally am a big fan, and I'm just somebody that has like, I get red eyes really easily. And so, yeah, that has been part of my routine for quite some time now.
Ice rolling, I really like it.
Yeah.
I've been trying it out for a while, and it gets my stamp of approval, even though I'm really bad at remembering to do it. Like, I was literally going to do it today, completely forgot. And every night I'm like, oh, I should do that. Forgets. But when you can remember to do it and go to your freezer and get the stupid thing out, it is really good. And I think it helps a lot with my redness, with acne. Like, if I'm getting a pimple, it helps to deflate it right away. I think it helps with closing the pores up. And it's probably in my head, but I feel like it does make my face at least feel a little bit tighter. So I like it.
I need to get one.
I recommend.
I can't believe I don't have one. I feel like I have like all of the things, but not an ice roller. Okay, this is a must, especially as we continue to get older. Just start implementing this early. Hand lotion by your bed. Put it on every night before you go to bed. Points if it's aromatherapy, because it just makes you feel so much more cozy. You get into bed after you brush your teeth, you have your bonnet on, you just took a sip of water, and now you sit down and you put on your aromatherapy lotion and you sniff it, and it makes you feel so calm and so relaxed, and it helps your hands age a little bit more gracefully. Aging's okay, but personally, I have really skinny hands. I will say my hands are pretty right now, but they're very skinny, which is a good thing when, you know, at this age. But as I get older, I don't know what my hands are going to look like. It's literally going to be skin and bones. So I'm trying
thin
to
skin on your hands.
No, literally just skin on my bare bones, because I barely have like any fat on my fingers right now. So I need to make sure I stay moisturized, because I'm going to look like a skeleton one day, and we're going to accept it. But while I can stay, like, my skin can stay plump, I'm going to try to add to it as much as I can.
Another tip that you probably have on your list too, but using a cleansing oil, major key.
No, and I need to do that, but I don't. And that's on my list of things that I want to try.
No, you do. You double cleanse. We've talked about it.
I double cleanse, but I don't oil cleanse. I want it because I think I need to do oil cleansing, but that's on my list of things to try this year.
You have to try it. Everybody has to try this. It changed my life. It made my acne so much better.
The sebaceous filaments, did it help?
Who?
The sebaceous filaments.
Who are they?
Like the little things that clog your pores that aren't quite blackheads. They just like...
Oh, I think so. I think it's that would help with yes.
I think I've heard it really helps with. So that's why I want to try it, because your girl has a large pores, and it's okay. It's okay. We just need to keep them nice and clean and tidy.
I used to struggle a lot with getting my makeup fully off. Like, I could not figure it out. I don't like to use like harsh abrasive things on my face skin. But when I started doing this was the key to getting it all completely off and not having breakouts. Because I used to never want to wear makeup, because I would wear makeup and I would take it off how I would. The next day I would always wake up with at least 1 or 2 pimples. And when I started doing this, it doesn't happen anymore. Cleansing oil. No, first what I do is, I do the cleansing oil first. I think I'm using the pharmacy one. Do you know what I mean? The green. The brand from Sephora.
Yeah.
Then on a cotton ball, or just even with my hands, my cellular water, and then a cleanser. Major key.
Yeah, I need to try the oil, but I do micellar water, and then I do a double cleanse after the micellar water. And yeah, it's key for sure. Okay, I have one more only. My last one is, okay, bear with me, because I'm also a girly that has lip scrub. And I do love a good lip scrub. My favorite is the Frank Body one, because it's very like rough. Is that the word that I'm looking for? It's very
abrasive.
Gritty, which I like. But something I do every day after brushing my teeth is I brush my lips with my toothbrush.
I've done that before.
That's like part of my routine. And I feel like it really helps, especially in the colder winter months when your lips are getting a little bit more chapped and dry. It just helps keep like all of the dead skin off, basically exfoliating your lips.
I've definitely actually have done that before, but I haven't done it in a while. But that's a thing.
Yeah, it's a thing. Like, I didn't come up with that. All of these I did not come up with.
Me either. These are all, no, I'm not original at all.
Do you have any more?
Not really. I mean, honorable mention to the Dyson Airwrap. Love you, queen. Like, she's the best product of probably my life. So congratulations to her. Worth the money for me, but it really does depend on your hair type, because some hair types it does nothing for them. It really just depends, but mine can hold a curl really well, so it works for me. And that's it, really.
I think those are all the tips we have. Now that you guys have all of the knowledge, let's all go be hot together. But we're all beautiful just the way we are, right?
We're all beautiful just the way we are, and honestly, the inner confidence will make you feel way better than any of the external things ever will. But it's a dichotomy, you know?
Yes. And there's also nothing wrong with wanting to look good.
Yeah, no, there's nothing wrong with it. It is important to dress up our avatar, if you will, and have it feel in alignment with what you want to feel on the inside. But it's not everything.
Yeah, maybe another time we'll talk more about like the mental glow up. But today we were focused more on the physical, the outward appearance, and that's fine. Hopefully you guys like the longer episodes because we like recording them. So let us know. DM us. If anyone wants to interact with us on Instagram, that would be nice. We'll respond. Also, where did all of these international listeners come from? Hello.
Hi.
We love that you guys are tuning in. Honestly, I was very surprised by that, but like pleasantly surprised. We hope you guys enjoyed this episode. And if you guys want to keep up with us, talk to us, like we said, on Instagram at delusional AF podcast. If you want to be updated in the mornings on Mondays, be sure to subscribe to us on Apple Podcast and Spotify so that you can get notified every time a new episode comes out. And if you guys are feeling ever so inclined, please leave us a rating or a review. We would very much appreciate it. That's all we have for this week, and we'll talk to you next time. Love ya.
Bye.